our poll and let us know your thoughts. Now, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to talk to Deputy Prosecutor and find out why he has not prosecuted this case as yet. We'll be right back. Let's ask Dr. Phil about the internet today. Someone made a fake Facebook page with graphic pictures claiming to be 17-year-old Caitlin. It was not her. Her identity was stolen. This was fabricated. It wasn't her. Now, her mother, Laura, and her grandmother, Vicki, got the police involved, but they say that Deputy Prosecutor Jesse Thompson won't pursue the case. Now, Jesse Thompson is joining us by phone. Thanks so much for being here. Can you talk to us about why this case has not been prosecuted as yet?
Well, from my point of view, it hasn't been prosecuted by me because I haven't had any information about the case. I talked to Ms. Howell on Monday, yesterday afternoon, for the first time since apparently she called my office 2 or 3 months ago. She has, however, had an investigator working on this case, and he was investigating this with an eye toward filing a felony. And they determined they couldn't file a felony over there. I am the misdemeanor prosecutor here. I don't prosecute felonies. And I'm not sure exactly how she got referred to me or exactly when the conversation that she says we had on the telephone might have occurred. But I've not had in my hands any information dealing with this case.
Well, Mr.
So
Thompson,
right now it's an open case as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Mr. Thompson, let me clear something up here, because I've worked with law enforcement and prosecutors year after year after year, and I've yet to find one of you guys that didn't want to catch the bad guys and hold them accountable for what they're doing. So I don't question at all that given the proper information, you would do whatever you could to pursue this case if it's pursuable. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And when these things happen like this, where somebody creates this web page, they use these provocative pictures, and she's underage, and they actually essentially steal her identity, and people start coming to her house. Is this something people should contact the authorities about? Are there things that you can do if you have the right information?
Yes, I'd have to say yes. Now, I will give you a caveat. Arkansas, to the best of my knowledge, does not have a cyberbullying statute.
Right.
We don't have good statutes in Arkansas at this juncture to deal with this kind of thing. We have some statutes, I believe, related to credit card theft over the internet, that kind of thing. But we do not really have a statute designed to handle the kind of thing we're dealing with right here.
Is there nothing that the Arkansas authorities can offer Caitlin and her family to pursue this at this point? Is that what you're saying? Are they going down a dead-end street?
Not necessarily. I'll receive whatever information I can from them, and I'm going to attempt to work with Officer Rice now that I know that he has a file on this case, and I'm going to attempt to subpoena whatever I can from Facebook.
The ultimate thing here is that my daughter is safe. Right now, these people have put her safety in jeopardy. There are men driving by my house. There were people calling her, speaking vulgar to her, and her safety is in jeopardy. And I want my daughter to know that people are going to face consequences for what they did. There's no reason that she should be facing the consequences for these people's actions. You know, she is a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo, and she knows how to defend herself physically, but I don't think anybody is prepared to defend themselves mentally against this.
Laura, let me interrupt you here, and I do want everybody to know, when you get into these situations, you have got to have evidence. You've got to go through the process. You've got to get the subpoenas. You've got to